are you today? This is Thursday, the 14th of August 2025. We were not alive yesterday, but happy to be back this day. I am currently in Naples, Italy, in my in-laws' place. But why stop with the overflow, right? Don't have all the equipment, my lighting, and my computer. But hey, if you have a device, if you have a phone, and you have your notes, what stops you from overflowing and sharing and pouring into people's lives? And today we are talking about networking. Networking. What comes to your mind when you think about the word networking? What is a net? Working. Networking. Well, networking is the process of interacting. Got my notes here. Process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. Right? So it's a very intentional practice. It's not just business skills, it's a life skill. It's not a business skill, but it's a life skill. In fact, no man is an island. We need interaction. We need to connect with people. And think about this. This is key. 85% of your 85% of what you haven't yet experienced is connected to the people you haven't yet met. 85% of what you haven't yet experienced is connected to the people you haven't met yet. So it is your network, your networking, your connections. When you network, you are essentially sowing seeds. When you're networking, you are sowing seeds, but not just anywhere. It's not just sowing seeds anywhere. You sow these seeds in key, specific, and relevant people. You are sowing seeds in key, specific, and relevant people. People who could benefit you in some way. But the important part is this one. Before you benefit from this relationship, from this network, you must add value. You must be attractive. You must be relevant. You must be worth connecting with. So how do you become an attractive person? How do you become a relevant person? How do you become a person that someone wants to connect with? What do people gain from being connected to you? So ask yourself, what do people gain from being connected to me? What do I have to offer people? And today we're talking about networking. There is this KAA principle, which is knowledge, ability, and attitude. I'm going to break them down for you. Your personal value in networking can be broken in 3 areas, right? Your knowledge, and then you can ask yourself again, what are the areas of my expertise? What are the things that I know? What do people know you for? You must be known for what you say, and you must be known for what you do. Okay? If you are not there yet, to that level, that people can know you for what you do and what you know, you must invest in your knowledge. You must read, you must study, you must learn, you must grow, you must develop that knowledge. You must grow in the area you want to be known for. Now, I want to be known in the area of wisdom. So I need to read a lot of books and material about wisdom and connect, especially wisdom connected to scripture, that practically I want to grow in the area of communication. So how do I communicate well? I want to grow in YouTube. How do I learn more about YouTube? How do I learn about video editing? So I need to learn and grow in these areas, and this is very practical. Perhaps if you part of this channel, if you subscribe to your journey with me, you can see that in the process. And hopefully, if I can speak prophetically, in 2 years' time, we will have a greater channel. I will be a better communicator. I will have more content, more in-depth content that I can share with the world. So we need to become valuable, interesting people. And the first area is the knowledge that we have. So if we are not there yet, we need to spend time reading, studying, learning, growing in the areas we would like to be known for. Now, connecting to that is storytelling. Storytelling is a powerful connection tool. So you can ask yourself, what are the stories I am telling? What is my narrative? What do people know me? What is the story I'm telling? Now, the second word is ability. What do I do well? What do you do well? What services or skills you can offer others? Think of practical ways you can help, practical ways you can contribute. You create value for those you meet. Right? What is it that you are bringing to your network of people? And the third one is your attitude. Your attitude, this is your emotional intelligence, your EQ. And I'll add to that your CQ, your cultural intelligence, is how you face life, how you position yourself with people. Are you a pleasant person to be around with? How do you speak? How do you communicate? How do you carry yourself? People observing you. Your language, your tone, your body language, all shapes how people experience you. What is the experience that you're giving people when you are with them? Right? Are you a pleasant person? Are you someone that people want to be connected with? And that all these three areas, your knowledge, your ability, your attitude, they form your personal brand. Your personal brand. If you haven't heard about that, you are a brand. Just like as a company has their branding. And the brand is how people remember you. How people remember you when you're not in the room. What is the space you have in their mind? What is the real estate you have in their mind, in their thoughts, in their emotions? What emotions do you bring into them when they remember your name? When they remember the services that you provide, when they remember the knowledge that you have, when they remember your attitude? That's your personal brand. And your personal brand is shaped not just by your actions, but also by your presentation. You know, that has to do with your physical appearance. You know, are you clean? Are you neat? Dressed appropriately for the environment that you are, or the environment that you want to be part of. If you want to connect in the business world, in the political world, and perhaps you need to dress appropriately. But this isn't just about being physically attractive or sexually attractive or looking sexy, having that sex appeal. It's about being well presented, right? And giving a very good first impression. And you may ask, Flavio, but you're just there with the t-shirt on. Yeah, I mean, the environment of those videos is a friendly conversation from my kitchen table where we can talk about life, things each day of Overflow is a word. The word today is networking. So I want to keep informal, and that's why I'm not dressed with a suit or that tie. So this is not necessarily a business environment, but it's a friendly conversation from my kitchen table, actually my in-laws' kitchen table in Italy today. But your physical appearance is important as well. What about perception? Remember, perception often outweighs reality in people's minds, right? People's perceptions perhaps are not the reality, it's just how they perceive things. How do they perceive you? How do you come across? How they see you will influence how they treat you. So be intentional about how you present yourself. And how do you invest in networking, in network? So build a strong network often requires intentional investment. And that may mean financial investment. You may have to have a little budget to invite someone for a meal, to pay for a coffee, to give a thoughtful gift. I remember many years ago, I was project manager organizing events in different countries. We would go for a country for 2, 3, 4 months sometimes, organize this international event with a book fair. And we had to meet with different people, government officials and people in educations, and often we would have to bring a little gift. Not just a presentation of the organization we were representing, but a gift. And scripture says that a gift opens doors. And we meet someone for the first time, different cultures than my own. And you bring a little gift, a little plague, a little. And at the end of the event, you also give a little gift. So a gift may open doors as well. A thoughtful gift, right? Another investment that you should do is participating in events, conferences, or club. Join a club in the area with the people, in the environment, in the networks that you want to be part of. So you need to invest into those things. And lastly, you need to be active in platforms. Join online platforms. Join conversations, these online forums, sharing ideas, presenting yourself. So invest time in those networkers. Now, a few activities for you today, very practical. The first one is refine your stories. Refine your stories. Write down 3 stories you can share with others. You can choose one for your spiritual life, your spirituality, your life with God, your testimony. So write down, organize that, something that you can share in 30 seconds or in a minute. What happens to you, something meaningful that happened to you in your spiritual life. And another one is your professional. Write a professional story. Something that happened in your professional world. How did you get a job? How did you get a promotion? How you developed your business, a product, a service. And you can also write down, refine a family story about your relationship with your kids or how you met your wife. Have those stories ready, especially if they're interesting, a little bit dramatic or funny, to connect, because people are connected with stories. They will connect with your story. So have that ready to share with people. The second one is ask good question and listen. Be active listener, right? When you meet someone, ask them 3 thoughtful questions and listen actively. Pay attention to the words they say, pay attention to their body language, right? Be thoughtful, because when they speak, you become curious to ask more questions, sensitively, of course. And the third practical activity you can do is target your connections. Make a list of 3 people you want to connect with in each area of life, right? 3 people in each area of life. In your spiritual life, what are the people you want to connect for, enhance your spiritual life? For your professional life, for your financial life, what are the people you want to connect? Perhaps to learn about investments, to learn about cryptocurrency, to learn about for your family life. What are the people you want to connect? Perhaps an older couple that you want to connect with to help with your marriage, with your relationship. There's a lot of people out there, older people, that have lived longer. They experience success in their lives, in their relationships that you want to have. So why not connect with them? Perhaps in your church, in your congregation, your network of friends, your neighbors, or an uncle or an aunt. Go there, buy them a coffee, and ask them deep, meaningful questions. Tap into their wisdom. That's a great way to be intentional in your relationships, to start building network. The last activity is create content. So start building your presence as a thought leader online. And what I'm doing right now is exactly this. I'm creating content. I'm opening up my phone, my camera, a YouTube channel, sharing what I am learning with the world. So I'm learning about networking. How do I become a networker? How do I connect? Why not get that learning and share it with the world? Because when I'm teaching that, when I'm sharing that, I'm learning twice. I'm reviewing my material and I'm making it available to others. Why not do the same? Presenting yourself as a thought leader. I want to be known as someone that has practical wisdom, a wise guy. So choose 3 themes you will begin sharing about on social media. It could be anything that you are passionate about, something that is perhaps connected to your work, something that is connected to your professional, or you're calling a message that you have. This is also the reason that I excuse me, I have this channel. I have a message. I believe the world needs. I need something here. It needs wisdom. And why not sharing that wisdom with others? So start connecting intentionally with your followers today. Using Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or any other TikTok. I'm not on TikTok yet, but yeah. Now, what this scripture has to say about networking, I thought about this example of in the crucifixion of Jesus when he died, and there was this guy there, Joseph of Arimathea, if you remember the story, and that is from John. It says like this: after these things, Joseph of Arimathea, who was a disciple of Jesus, not one of the 12, but was a disciple, though a secret one because of the fear of the Jew, he asked Pilate to let him take away the body of Jesus. Pilate gave him permission, so he came and removed his body. So this is someone that was very important to the Jew. He had connections and he had access to Pilate. How could he have had access to Pilate? He had a network. So you can read between the text that Jesus had a disciple, a secret disciple, because he was scared of the Jew. He was an influential person and he had access to people. He was an interesting person. So when the time came to go before Pilate and ask for that favor, hey, I want the body of this guy that you crucified, and we put him in his own tomb. He had a connection. I mean, there are other examples in scriptures, but I'll leave with you with John or Joseph or Arimathea. He was a disciple of Christ, and he had a network among the Jews. He had a network among the Romans at that time, and he had an access to Pilate. Who do you have access? Can you just go and talk to your mayor today, to your MP, to the president of your country. You know, you probably heard that expression, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And this is networking, becoming a person of influence, a pleasant person, a person that can add value to others, and that can open doors for you to meet people, to connect with people, to do business with them, to exchange ideas. And I'll leave you with a question, okay? We are almost finishing here. Who are the three people you will intentionally connect with this month? Who are you going to connect with? And what value will you bring to their lives? What is the value you're going to bring to their lives? What is that you have that you want to share with them? So guys, this was networking. I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Many greetings all the way from Italy. Bye. Tomorrow we'll hopefully be back with another word. Have a wonderful day. God bless.